let's chat about this. So Rudy, I actually took a peek at your content and I would love to give you some feedback. I hope that you're open to it. So there are 4 things that I noticed right off the bat, like within 3 videos, that I would change very quickly to try to start seeing a better result in your account. The first thing was I saw several videos that have watermarks of all different kinds. So TikTok's made it very clear. They've made announcements. Anyone that's in the creator fund knows, but they are pushing original content. And if they believe your content is from another platform, they will suppress it. If they think that it's not original, it's stolen content of some sort, they will suppress it. And when you're using Adobe stock images that have the watermark across it, you're pretty much telling the algorithm right off the bat it's not original, right? So I would consider removing any watermarks and trying to find some watermark free faceless videos. You can buy them in like very inexpensively, right? So like my PLR shop has where you can get, I don't know, 15 videos for like $9, or it might even be cheaper than that because we're having a huge promo right now. But the point is, you're practically telling TikTok it's not your content. So they're definitely going to suppress it. The second thing that I noticed was messaging. So when we're thinking about messaging in our content, we need to be as specific as we can be for our ideal client. And so I noticed you're talking to dads and you used some language like financial freedom, time freedom. That looks different for every dad, right? So a dad of a newborn, his idea of time freedom is not missing those baby's first steps, is being able to, come home before the baby has to go to bed at 6 p.m., not missing any of those moments. Whereas, my husband, who's going to be 40 next month, by the way, don't tell him I said that on the internet, but his idea of time freedom with his children is having the ability to coach their softball team, having the ability to leave and go on family vacation like we are right now. So it's not the same for every person. So when we're using language that's very broad, like financial freedom and time freedom, they can't envision it. And your content has to paint a picture for someone. They have to see themselves in the transformation you're talking about in order to want to buy. So I would absolutely tighten your messaging up because right now it's too broad, in my opinion. The third thing that I noticed is there's not really a hook at all on the video. I know you've got covers, but the covers aren't transformational to tell people why they need to watch the video. And so your watch time is your most important metric, and your hook is the way to increase the watch time. So when we have transformational hooks, it tells people either what they're going to learn in the video and keeps them watching, or what's the consequence of not watching the video, right? And so I noticed several of your videos were like, are you a dad that's struggling doing this or that and blah, blah, blah. And that's great, but that ends up just attracting a bunch of people that are in that spot and they're not empowered to take action. So I recommend having a headline on your videos that's transformational. My TikTok Tactics Challenge actually gives you 3 weeks of fill in the blank prompts that are hooks that are guaranteed transformational. Anyone that's struggling on TikTok, it's a goal of mine for you. But I would definitely have some sort of headline because people are going to immediately jump off the video within a couple seconds. And the way that you'll be able to tell if this is improving or not is go check your watch time, right? If people are only making it 1 to 2 seconds into your video, you're not hooking them in the beginning. It's the most important thing, okay? And then the fourth thing that I noticed was there's not much of an emotional connection. And emotion and storytelling is what sells, okay? Facts tell, stories sell, period. So you do mention in there, like, I used to be just like you, introducing Launchpad, but here's the thing. The Launchpad is not what they're looking for, right? They're looking for what the Launchpad can do for them. So you need to shift that messaging there to be more emotional and solution selling. So rather than saying your solution is the Launchpad, we want to say your solution is to create multiple streams of income or a different stream of income so that eventually you can get that time to coach your daughter's softball team, or you can do this. You can. The solution is not your product, right? The solution is what is the result of your product. And so a lot of your content is very much speaking to the features of the product, not the solution of it. And just that shift alone is what will help. So as far as leads go, that's going to be hooks, because you're not going to get any leads if you can't get your watch time up. As far as sales go, that is going to be the actual meat of the content. I hope this helps. I mentioned a ton of resources in here. I've got my Stand Store is full of things that will help you guys with your content online, and my Social Success Club is actually where I talk about messaging and content and branding weekly. We have weekly lives. So I hope this helps, Rudy.